Peace and blessings, lovelies. I wanted to hop on and just, share a couple of things. But first of all, most importantly, I just want to say I'm really feeling all of the love and the support and the sisterhood in this group from all of you guys coming together and supporting each other. And one of the things I really wanted to point out was for sisters, women who have consciously newly entered the faith. It is an overwhelming time, and the reason why I'm making this this video and coming on live here and sharing this message is I want to just give you some perspective and guidance. Now, when you, as a new sister who's coming into the deen intentionally, consciously, it is an overwhelming time. It's a time where, you're overwhelmed with emotion in terms of, your relationship with Allah, in terms of a community. What are you expected to do now? What does this mean for you in your life? You had a life before you entered into Islam. You had relationships, you had family, you had a lifestyle. So now, what does this mean? And many times it's very common for women who newly enter the faith to be vulnerable. And what do I mean by that? Hey sis Bamata, good to see you. Vulnerable to fall into being taken advantage of, vulnerable to get hurt because they are trying to do the right thing. And they think, and they're just going according to how they've been being guided by all the Muslims around them. And we forget that we know exactly what it is that we need, and we forget to trust ourselves and start relying on everyone else because we feel that they're already Muslim, or they've been Muslim for so long, or they've been born into this faith, so they must know what it is I need to do. That's not the case. When you first become a Muslim, especially for a woman, it's a time for you to get centered. That means like really ground yourself in your relationship with Allah and your relationship with yourself. That is going to be your foundation on how you're going to approach and live life. And very commonly, many women get told, now that you're a Muslim, you need to start wearing hijab, you need to start getting married, you need to find a husband, all of these things. And it puts a lot of unnecessary external pressure on the woman, like, okay, well, now it must mean that I need to start, dressing a certain way. I need to start covering my hair. I need to, practice hijab. I need to find a husband. And so, it's almost like, I got check, all these boxes to make me a Muslim. And that's not necessarily the case. Our journey to Allah, it came, we each have our own journey to start doing. Secure and strengthen your relationship with Allah, because this is the reason why you came into the faith. You didn't come in because somebody told you to, right? Allah connected and brought your heart and hit your heart to believe and to accept His deen. And so this is a time for you to seek knowledge, for you to reach out to, first of all, before I even say that, this is a time for you to make dua for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send you the people, I was talking about how to not, because that is an experience that a lot of people face. And I was going to share a story about a sister who newly entered into the faith. She became divorced, and she's a single, and she was taken advantage of. And you know, in talks of with a man, you know, she was taken advantage of, and talking and meeting with this gentleman, or I shouldn't really call him a gentleman, but into this trap where she felt like this was the right thing to do by meeting him, you know, in places without a third party, or even having him come to her home. And even, you know, he ended up with pictures of her without her hijab on, you know, nothing wrong or anything, but like just without her hijab on. And you know, when she realized that he wasn't the one and ended, you know, he went after her. And he ruined her reputation in the community. He slandered her. Really, it was a harrowing experience for her. So my point is that this is an opportunity and a time for you to focus on your relationship with Allah, focus on your relationship with yourself, and become strong and confident enough to be able to have the boundaries in place that you need, that you don't allow anybody to take advantage of you. You know, and my client felt like would help them in their deen, and they started defining and have a relationship with Allah on their own. To love and honor and respect to my sisters, that for you to focus on your relationship with Allah and focus on your relationship with yourself before you start looking for, that you need to get married to a Muslim ASAP. Okay, because when you are vulnerable to that, you will start right environment and sisters and you know, knowledge for yourself in order to move forward, making the right decisions for yourself at the right time. So I hope this was helpful, and I really just wanted to share this, you know, information so you're making. All right, my lovelies, I hope that this video went through, and I want to hear your takeaways. And my connection wasn't so great. So take care, peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum.